Hey guys, today is going to be a pretty different type of video. I wanted to actually talk about 3 different type of people that usually discourage me from drawing and stuff like that, because I figure this is kind of an important situation, things that every artist goes through, where they go through a period where they just don't feel like drawing, or they just feel like, oh, it's just no one likes my art, so they get depressed about it and it's like, oh, you know what I mean, that sort of feeling where you just really don't want to draw. Well, I wanted to try talking about that because recently I've been pretty discouraged from drawing just because of a few mean comments and stuff like that. But it seems pretty silly to randomly be upset about that, since so many of you guys support me and constantly are leaving such nice comments, and you're always there trying to support me on Amino or on YouTube, and just simply watching my videos is super supportive, and I just really appreciate that. So I don't want to make you guys think I don't appreciate you, because I really do, and you guys are the reason that I ever continue drawing or have started drawing, because I quit drawing for an entire year before I started this channel. And then when you guys showed me so much support, sorry, I can't speak today, but you guys showed me a ton of support, and that's what made me want to continue drawing. And I continued drawing, and I started doing it for a long time here on YouTube for a year now. But before that, I did quit drawing for an entire year because I got just burnout, and I just didn't want to do anymore, and I got mean comments, stuff like that, and that's stuff every artist goes through, I think. But anyway, I'm going to be drawing for the footage in this video. I'm drawing these little stickers that you're going to be able to use as kind of like a chat reaction gif, sort of, in the chats on Amino soon. So I hope you guys will join the Amino, and I hope you guys will download this once it comes out, because I'm super hyped about that. And soon Amino will also support me just like YouTube does, so I hope you guys will be there, and just simply being there is super supportive, and I really appreciate it. Anyway, we're going to talk about the 3 types that I always have trouble with, the 3 types of people who usually bring me down, and it takes me a while usually to realize that one hate comment shouldn't discount hundreds of kind comments and hundreds of supportive people, because so many of you guys support me, and I shouldn't be upset just because one person doesn't, you know what I mean? You guys are more important than just that. I shouldn't let it get to me so much, but I feel like everyone lets it get to them. I don't know why, but they do. Anyway, the first type that usually bothers me the most, I think I mentioned this type before, in the commissions video, where I talked about someone who bothered me during doing commissions, stuff like that, back in the past. Well, this one is the judgmental type. It's usually the person who just judges your art, compares your art to other artists, and leaves nasty mean comments. Okay, that's one of the big ones. Usually leaves lots of mean comments, critiquing your art even though you really didn't ask for a critique. And it's not a nice critique oh, this is some positive feedback, I love your art, but this is a problem with it, and maybe you could fix this. Well, I understand that, and I totally like constructive criticism, but this is the type of comments that literally don't help. They just say, oh, your art's terrible, and that's the entire comment. It doesn't really help you improve. And they also hate the fact that you charge money, because they're really judgmental, and they for some reason see art as not a job and stuff like that. Okay, I met this person that really discouraged me, because I do commissions, and my commissions are kind of expensive because I do YouTube full time, and I'm constantly having to do the free work, because I love doing the free commissions and free requests and all those free drawings. That's what I love doing. So in order for me to be able to do commissions on top of that for some extra support and stuff like that, I have to charge quite a bit of money in order for it to help out and stuff like that. And because I'm not doing only commissions. If I was doing only commissions, it would be cheaper, but then there'd be no free drawings, and there's no fun in that. What's so fun about that? But then this person was really upset and said my art was it was a lot worse than other artists, but I charged more, which is true. There are artists who are amazing and are way better than me, who charge way less money, but I can't help that. The thing is that when I charge this money, I'm charging it as kind of like a support. If you want to support the channel and you want to support me, it's kind of like Patreon in a sense. That's what my commissions are like. It's Patreon, but in a different form. It's if you want to support the channel, you can buy a commission, but no one is forced to buy a commission. No one is forced to do that, because the whole idea of the channel is just to draw for free. But usually people don't like the idea of having to pay money for art, and how art isn't an actual job and stuff like that. And that always gets me down, and I'm oh, well, maybe I am charging too much or something like that. But it's all about supply and demand. If someone is demanding it and I'm I can't supply enough, doesn't the price supposed to go up? I thought that's how it worked, but Apparently, some people think that's not how it works. I don't know. You guys will have to let me know if you've ever experienced things like this, because I'm really curious about your guys' stories, because I know all artists have gone through troubling times. I want to know what troubles you the most. Okay, well, the next type is the entitled type. Okay, this one is probably the worst, honestly. This is the one that usually gets me one of the most upset times, is whenever I run into people like this. Is they think everything is owed to them. They think it should draw, okay, they think you should draw only them, which is one of those things which is like they come to you and they're like, hey, can you draw me? And I'm like, I'm sorry, I can't. I only do like the free OCs, and I try to give everyone a fair chance, so they have to post their OC in the comment box like everyone else in order for them to have a chance to be drawn. And they usually get upset by this, and they're like, well, can you just draw just me and not anyone else? And I'm like, wait a second, that's not fair. And they assume just because somehow they're like more entitled to the drawing than anyone else, but in reality it's just fair and equal. Everyone's equally entitled, which means no one's really entitled to a free drawing someone's doing. You know what I mean? I just don't understand that. And they get upset when you say no to them a ton. Like, I don't understand it, but this always gets me down, because like I'm drawing these free drawings, and then say I draw a free drawing for someone, and then they come back and tell me, oh, I don't like it, or oh, it's lame, or something like that, or you didn't do it right. Or then they get upset like and just act like I didn't draw all the characters, only one of them. And then they get upset when the drawing was free if they didn't pay for it. So I'm confused as to why they got upset about that. And the next type is the guilt trip type. This one is the type of people that comment on your post and they literally just diss themselves. They're constantly commenting and they're like, oh man, my art's terrible. This is awful. I never win contests. They're constantly dissing themselves in order to get your attention. And the reason I say this is because once you reply to them and you're like, oh, you don't say that. Your art's not terrible, stuff like that. And then you get to talking to them. They're like, hey, can you draw my character? That's the first thing they say when they talk to you. And I'm like, well, no, I'm sorry, I can't, because I want to be fair to everyone else and all that. And like, but you have to. And then they're like, my dog died, so therefore you have to draw my character. And I'm like, I'm sorry about your dog, but I can't do that. That's just not how it works. And then they get really upset with you, like, how could you do that? And then they get really, really mad and just leave and act like they're going to unsubscribe and stuff like that. And I'm like, they literally were posting and complimenting you and posting and making fun of themselves just to get your attention. And I'm like, why do that? Anyway, the featured artist today, I'm sorry, this video isn't exactly very uplifting, but I hope it will become uplifting if you guys tell me how you guys get through this sort of stuff. Anyway, the featured artist is MWS26 on the Amino, and I absolutely love their art. It's traditional work, and they just put so much detail and so much, oh, they do amazing with markers. I don't know how they do that. I've always wanted to be good at markers, so I really should practice more, but my gosh, they're so good at it and add so much detail. I just love it. You guys have to go check them out and go follow them up on the Amino. I'm just in love with their work. But anyway, like I was saying, the guilt trip type are usually the people who just simply post something that bad happened to them as a reason that you have to draw them. And if you don't, they call you a bad person. And I'm like, no one's entitled to it, even if something bad happened to you. I'm really sorry if your dog died. I'm really sorry if you hurt your leg or something like that. But that should not be a reason to force an artist to draw you. That doesn't make any sense to me, and I'm not sure why they think that's how it is. But anyway, I'm sorry. This video is kind of like more depressing, I guess. It's not exactly very uplifting because I was just feeling really down and discouraged. That's why I didn't post the OCs video this week yet. I'm going to try and post it next, hopefully. I just got a little bit down. I didn't want to do it when I wasn't feeling happy because then the artwork would be worse. So I thought I might as well just wait. But anyway, I really want to hear you guys what it is that like you've met like this. Have you ever had situations similar? What other situations have you had that bothered you and stuff like that? And please let me know in the comments. I'm super excited to see what you guys say. And I hope you guys aren't going through anything like that, because I really support all of you guys just like you support me. And I love your art. That's why the Amino exists, is so I could see your art and support it, just like you guys are always supporting me. And anyway, like I said, these little gifts here, they're just little things that are gonna be cute little stickers on the Amino so people can put them in chats and have like reactions and stuff like that. So I hope you guys will download them once they come out, which should be soon. I'll make sure to put a notice up on the Amino. And anyway, thank you guys so much for watching.